Hi, welcome back. It's another short video about Runpython, using Runpython, runpython.org and Python 3. The issue with the last video was, well, how do you save your programs somewhere? Since runpython.org doesn't actually know who you are, it doesn't save your stuff. And the best way to save your code is to get a free account on GitHub and use the github.com integration with runpython.org as a backup, or if you're unable to or not allowed to, for some reason, create an account and work with github.com, you may be able to work with Google and Google Drive. This experience may be different depending upon what kind of account you have with Google, but we'll walk through it anyway. So I've gone to runpython.org, and this is the default screen. And you'll notice there's a button up here that says Authorize Google Drive. So let's click on that and see what happens. Now, for me, that opens up a dialog that says choose an account to continue to run Python, and my Google account is displayed, so I'll click on that. And another pop-up says grant RunPython permission, add itself to Google Drive. What that does is gives you the ability within Google Drive to create an empty Python file and have it automatically linked to runpython.org. So runpython.org becomes a tool for editing and creating Python files within Google Drive. So I click Allow, and another pop-up shows up that says Grant RunPython permission to view and manage Google Drive files and folders that you have opened or created with this app. So runpython.org will not have the ability to sort of waltz through your Google Drive and see and create stuff willy-nilly. It will only be able to view and manage your files on Google Drive that you opened or created with runpython.org. So I'll say, yes, I want to allow that. And then there's a confirmation screen that comes up, says, make sure you trust RunPython. You may be sharing sensitive info with this site or app. There's some links there. I'm the creator of runpython.org, so I feel pretty confident about that. I'll click Allow. And that changes the buttons on runpython.org. So now, if I have, maybe edit this program. Instead of hello world, I'll say hello Google Drive. And I'll click save. Now at this point, a pop-up, which you may or may not be able to see, I hope you can, that asks me to pick a file name for my new file. This, as it was in the last tutorial, you want to name your file with all lowercase letters, no spaces, nothing fancy, just lowercase text. So I'm going to call my file hello drive.py. And you can either add it to the root of your Google Drive folders, or you can select a destination. I'm just going to say add to drive root. And so now this has been saved in my Google Drive. And the URL in Google Drive is shown in the upper left-hand corner. The file name is here. And I can continue to, I can run my program. Yes, okay. I can add another line. This is a second line. And I can click save, and that will just save it. There's no muss, no fuss. And I can run it, no problem. And just to demonstrate what's going on here, I'm going to try switching over to Drive. And oops, there, yeah, it's actually just showed up here in my quick access list. If I just double click on that, it actually opened a new tab in my browser with runpython.org, which you can't see in the screencast. That's pretty cool. We'll also notice in here, if I wanted to click on new, create a new file, and select more, you actually have an option here to create a runpython file. And that will again open a new tab to let me name it, so forth. So from within here, I have access to the Google Drive files, which is pretty sweet. Let me go back to Runpython. Also, if I wanted to go find a file in my Google Drive from here, I can click on the load button. And that brings up a standard Google Drive file selection dialog, which I'm not sure you can see in the screencast. And again, I can pick the file like Hello Drive, and we'll load it right up into this tab. So that's a handy way to use runpython.org with Google Drive. I should note and caution you that this is not as featureful as the integration with GitHub is. When you create a repository in GitHub and store Python files there, if your Python program needs to access other files, for example, if you're creating a graphics program that refers to um, PNG files or things like that, you can store those files in the GitHub repository along with your Python file, and your Python program will be able to access them. If you try to do the same thing in Google Drive, you'll find that your Python file can't find those other files. So the Google Drive integration is great if you have a standalone Python file that doesn't try to load any other files. So simple programs, it works really well. For more complicated things with graphics, it can be problematic.